Hello, I'm FGX Toy Cat, and welcome back to another Minecraft update news video. Today I have some incredible, unexpected Minecraft news because it turns out the first 1.17 Caves and Cliff snapshots have actually come out on Bedrock first because the new Bedrock beta 1.16.200.52, yes, that's the real name, has come up today, and it does include some very real goats. It does include some snowier snow. It's actually called powder snow, and in today's video I wanted to check out both those things live with all of you for the first time, as well as explaining for anyone who's new to the channel exactly how Bedrock betas work. So just bear in mind this only works for Android, Windows 10 and Xbox One. You have to specifically opt in, and then there's a new step for just these betas and indeed Caves and Cliff as a whole, because instead of just having experimental gameplay, there's now 4 types of experiments that you have to enable. There's holiday creator features, although I don't believe any of those are in there yet. There is let's include anyway. There's the creation of custom biomes, there's additional modding capabilities, and then there is Caves and Cliffs. You have to enable Caves and Cliffs, and you have to be in the beta if you want to see these brand new features. So yeah, if we're in a brand new world anyway, we have been creative to access powdered snow. Let's go ahead and let's make a new world. Let's type in the seed everything, because you know what? This is a wonderful seed. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's definitely not because it's just in my Let's Play world. Let's call this Caves and Cliffs because I am so excited for the first time to see that. And now that we've got this going, let's go ahead, turn off that invite only, and let's show you the brand new 1.16.200.5. You know what? We're not going to call it that. That's already Bedrock. Update names get really confusing and dumb real fast. So instead, this is the Caves and Cliffs beta for the first time here today. I'm incredibly excited. I wanted to check this out with all of you as soon as we physically can. This update came out minutes ago. After being like semi-leaked about half an hour ago, and it seemed fake. But here you can see, right next to my spawn, there is a very real goat. That is a really cool coincidence. Use the seed everything if you want goats, apparently. Obviously, this is just an extreme hills, because goats will spawn in the mountains, but right now they don't have a particular place, so they'll spawn naturally here in the extreme hills biome. It's really weird looking at this, and it feels like I'm making one of those videos where it's like, oh, this is what goats would look like, but no, this is a real Mojang Minecraft snapshot with real goats, as we can see right here. Here is a goat, and if we spawn a little baby goat, hopefully, where are my baby goats? There are no baby goats today. That's sad, isn't it? But here are 6 goats, and here are the leaps that they can do. As you can see, they are adorable mobs. Right now, as far as what you can expect from them, they have a place to live, and they have some headbutting skills they've got to practice. They can climb mountains and rough terrain, so if I place one over here, for instance, it should be able to fairly easily, get around the place with those super jumps. That's the whole point of it. But the other thing that they can do is they can traverse powdered snow. So powdered snow is something else that came in right here. It is another experimental toggle that you have to enable if you want to check it out. But it's only available in the creative inventory. So we're going to go through right here, and we're going to look for powdered snow. Actually, I'm going to assume that it's in this category. Are you here, powdered snow? That is top snow. That is snow. Are you There we go, powdered snow. So we found it, although I pressed the wrong button. Here is powdered snow, as we can see. And now let's place them down and see what that's all about. So it should be snow that you can step on, but you slowly fall into. Okay, that's a fun enough concept. You step on the snow, but you fall into it very slowly as you go. Can you just run into this stuff? You can. So it's kind of like a sticky. It's kind of like running into water in a way. Can you run through multiple layers of it, or do you start to? Okay. Whoa, this is surreal. This is not something I expected to see on my Wednesday morning, but here we are, standing inside snowier snow with a brand new frosted screen, as you can see around all the corners there. And and in fact, here is a goat chilling on the inside too. So yeah, that is snowier snow. Or powdered snow, as we're gonna have to get used to saying. Can we just call it snowier snow? I think we can totally just call it snowier snow. So you might be curious, just like, so what's the point of this? Like, powdered snow is just like it's like cobwebs almost. It's like a trap you can fall into. What is the point of this? And the answer is that there is a deliberate way to get around this, and there is a kind of buff to leather boots. Because if, like right now, the best armor in the game is Netherite or Diamond if you don't care about the knockback resistance, they're otherwise functionally the same. And it's kind of dumb, right? That like, why would you ever wear iron boots or chain boots? And although chain boots are cool, iron boots there and leather boots are just worse off. Except now, leather boots, besides just being dyeable, now have an extra use. So I am wearing some leather boots, as you can see very clearly right now. Okay, that's a lie. I am now wearing some leather boots, as you can see very clearly. And if we go ahead and we run onto this powdered snow, what should happen now is we can stand on it like it's a normal block. Yeah, it's exactly normal. Can we sprint on it? Yes, we can. if we place a bunch of powdered snow like this. Oh, you can actually have powdered snow be in the air. Can I run into it or not? Okay, you can still run into powdered snow if you want to with leather boots, but you can also kind of float to the top of it. Oh, that is very, very bizarre. Look at this mechanic. You can float. Powdered snow functions like water, except you can stand on the surface. It's kind of like having Frostwalker on a pair of boots. That is incredibly bizarre. So, yeah, there's my first take on that one. Here are some goats. They're cute. It's fun. And now I need to test a few more fun things. So give me a second to make a little course here. Okay, so here we go. First of all, I dyed my boots white, so now they look like they're iron, almost, sort of. They look like snow, I guess you could argue. And I also figured I'd check out the goats in survival mode, because sometimes the goats, will, love to ram, and they might knock intruders off the mountainside. I'm curious as to how often they really do that right now, so I'm going to stand right here on the side of the mountain, and I'm just gonna kind of intimidate some goats. I'm gonna look real close at them, because by the way, they avoid powdered snow, so they'll always jump over it, which is cute. So if I look right at the goat, if I kind of push him a little bit, he doesn't do anything for me. Also, the goats may drop a horn item if they run into a tree, it's worth noting, so there's no trees around here. Actually, wait, can we try and trick them into ramming into a tree? That might be tricky, but yeah, this is a brand new way of behavior. But let me show off the powdered snow thing first, because this is kind of interesting that when you're wearing leather boots, there are things you can do that you otherwise couldn't. So here's another weird example. There is powdered snow above my head. I can jump into that, it sounds like. Oh, but I can't float all the way unless it's like this, and then I can totally float to the top. So here is a staircase that I can only go up while wearing leather boots. But it's not even a real staircase because I can kind of float into the next block. So it's kind of a new parkour tool if you think about it that way, where you can go into the side of a block and then you can kind of float up if you really want to. Very, very, very strange to say the least. Lots of bizarre mechanics if you look at this from a third-person perspective. But also this means that there is, you can make bridges that are only accessible with these boots. Look at this, I can run across this. But hypothetically, if I was a friend of mine who didn't know about the boot requirement or something like that, then I'd run through right here and I'd get trapped in and I'd fall straight down. So that is kind of fun, if a little bit tragic, I would say. So powdered snow is a bizarre block. There is so much parkour possibilities, etc., etc. Remember, there was a while back where there was a rumor being spread that snowier snow was just how snow worked in Minecraft Bedrock. But no, powdered snow is going to be a whole new mechanic, as we can see right there. I am excited about that one. That is a really cool thing to see. Also, let's just see if the goats drop something by themselves. They don't. You just feel bad when you kill a goat. So don't be killing any goats, because, they're too cute to be killed. And, right now they don't have any breeding. Right now they just like to jump. They, take reduced full damage compared to other mobs, which we can actually prove. Let's go up here. Let's wear these boots. Let's go to the very top, like 100, up in the air. And then let's spawn a goat with my one little spawn egg I have from Creative. And let's show you how, actually, wait, it'd be a better idea to show you from the edge of this, wouldn't it? So, here is me. I didn't take full damage there because of a bug, it seems. Here's me spawning a goat on powdered snow. As you can see, goats can't do that, but he survived the fall, despite the fact that if I try to fall from 96 down to 65, I will die because it's too high of a place. So goats can survive falls that humans cannot. That's a fun little balancing factor. And they can even survive it with a lot of health left to spare, as you can see right here, surviving 5 more hits from me as a player, even after that substantial fall. Oh, that was a different goat. Still, let's just be fair. We have to punch more goats to death for this to be a fair comparison. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, okay, so they survived. That means he only took 1 punch worth of damage from a fall that killed me as a player. Basically, goats have feather falling on by default, and that's a fun thing to imagine, isn't it? So, yeah, this is the Caves and Cliffs first beta. As far as, the actual impact it's going to make if you choose to play it, I mean, obviously, this is just our first peek at the Caves and Cliffs update for Minecraft Bedrock betas. The fact that it's in 1.16.200.52 is even more confusing. I wonder if that means they're going to be releasing it before the rest of the 1.17 update, or how exactly that's going to go down. Again, when it comes to beta names, things get really confusing really fast. So all we know for now is that Minecraft, snapshots on Java with Caves and Cliff features are still coming after 1.16.4. They're being developed right now, as we can probably imagine. But the fact that we get our first little glimpse here on Bedrock, here so much early on Halloween's week before we expected, that is good news if you ask me. So before we go today, I want to mention one more time, we don't have new mountains yet. It's very sad. I want new mountains. But before we go today, it's really important that we stress that this is the first beta. Betas, of course, have a bunch of bugs inside, and the primary purpose of them, besides adding new features and showing us off, is meant to be to bug fix things. So if you find any bugs, report them. There are a lot of bugs that have been fixed in this particular beta, such as emote wheels being fixed and screen reader messages, and there's lots of weird specific bugs regarding chest breaking, etc. The game is slowly getting more stable with the addition of these betas, so keep that in mind. And also, just in case you're here today and you're like, man, your Wednesday video is just you checking out goats, I feel like I need more. And if that is you, then maybe you'd like to join me in my stream later today. It's kind of like Halloween week, right? Or wait, Halloween right now, you could say. And since it's Halloween week, I figured, let's check out some Halloween stuff. So there is a very prominent displayed Minecraft. Wait, actually, let me just show you. It's like literally being advertised on everyone's home screen, even when you have the beta. That's the cool thing. They're like, you're here to get the beta. Now you're here to check out a new map, and it sounds kind of interesting. So we're gonna be checking out this Halloween mansion battle. It is 1340 minecoins. That's £7.49 or like $9. I want to say it's expensive, but we're gonna be finding out if it's worth that, and we're gonna be just honestly having a Halloween time later today on a live stream. So come check that out if you want to join me. Because yesterday there's obviously a store refresh every single week, so I figured we'd check that out rather than more TNT or a Halloween underground base. It's got a whole 3.7 stars, so it's good. But we're gonna be checking that out. It's gonna be kind of fun. Also, if enough people are down with it, wouldn't it be fun to check out the the Halloween mashup from like 2014 now? Again in 2020. I still think that map is one of the greatest things ever released, but we're rambling now. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed my ramblings, and I'll enjoy yours in my stream later. Wait, actually I won't.